Jamal Niaz here with Big Papa Pump himself, Scott Steiner. How amazing has it been For the Love of Wrestling with Monopoly events, interacting with all the fans and seeing some very familiar faces as well?
No, it's great. Like I said, I've always said it's always good to get back with the fans. You know, they tell us what exactly they liked about your matches or your career. So it's good to get the feedback and, talk to the fans.
You know, you're wearing the NWO shirt there, which was synonymous during the Monday Night Wars. What was that experience like for you in particular? Because you were having multiple stints with WCW and WWE during that time.
Well, joining the NWO was great because it really changed the business. So as far as being a part of that, it was great. I just had, from after attacking my brother, turned on him, and I guess the match with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, and then joined in a group. It was good, and then I just changed my whole persona. So,
obviously, as well as your brother that you mentioned, who were the guys that you most enjoyed being on the road with?
Well, when we first went to WCW, it was NWA, then WCW as drove with Lex Luger, Sting. I mean, we spent. Shoot, that must have been 2-3 years straight just driving with those guys. And once in a while, Hawk and Animal, but mainly it was Lex and Sting.
And obviously winning the tag titles with your brother is really, really special. But getting that sort of validation as a singles competitor, being a Triple Crown champion in WCW, winning the world title, how amazing of a feeling was that for you at the time?
Well, that was one of the reasons why I got into professional wrestling. I wanted to prove that, we were the best tag team in the world, best brothers to ever win a world title. And then, there's a little bit of difference between being a tag and singles wrestler because, everything is on you when you're in the ring, So that's a lot of why I had to change my persona. I changed my moveset, changed my attitude, changed the way I did my interviews because I knew I had to carry the ball from there. And that's not always easy to do. So, everything I did was, see, when I went to the NWO, it was Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, like they were the cool heels, And I did not, so there's no way I could go that way. Plus, I always appreciated the fact that I get people to piss them off, And that's one of the great things about being a heel is if you piss the fans off, you're supposed to be hated. And my philosophy is if you go out there as a bad guy, get cheered, your ass should be fired because you're not doing your job. So, and there's, and if you're not going to change them and make the people hate you, that's on you because there's things you could do to make the people hate you. So, I made sure people hated me.
TNA, Main Event Mafia was an amalgamation of some of the biggest legends in the sport, including yourself. We got Sting, Kevin Nash, Kurt Angle, yourself. It was absolutely incredible, wasn't it? Oh, yeah.
All of us had been world champions before. We were in trying to help out TNA, trying to bring them up. And matter of fact, when we were in the Main Event Mafia, that was when the ratings were at the highest, the pay-per-view buys were at the highest. And our sole purpose was to elevate all the young guys, like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode. So that was something that we were trying to do. And unfortunately, the legs got cut out from underneath them. So for whatever reason, but it was politics. Politics is bullshit. I mean, there's politics in life, every walk of life, but professional wrestling isn't no different, So,
what aspect of your career would you look back at as the fondest for yourself personally?
Oh, it's hard to say. I mean, I had so much fun in wrestling. There wasn't a day go by that I wasn't having fun. So it didn't really matter what stage of my career I was at because I was enjoying my time, And if I could do it all over again, I would. So, no, I had fun, man.
And what's it like finally seeing
Bron? I would say the greatest time is when the NWO was because that was, I mean, the numbers in the Monday Night Wars So, I mean, that was crazy. Going to, you know, we went from arenas to indoor stadiums, a couple outdoor stadiums, you know, from, you know, Atlanta, the Dome in Atlanta, the Dome in St. Louis. I mean, that was crazy. And it was like the merchandise sales was outrageous. So that was the most fun that was ever in the wrestling business, because business was hot, man.
And what do you make of Bron Breakker's rise as well? Your nephew in the WWE, just gone to the main roster now, excelled in NXT, and it looks like he could potentially become a Roman Reigns level star in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt he could, you know, reach that level. It just takes time, and yeah, no, I think he's ready. He just needs some more seasoning, wrestling against good guys. When you wrestle against good guys, you get better. So I think he's ready. He just needs, you know, to make the right moves here and there, and you never know what can happen. So, no, he's doing good, but you know, that's one thing as a professional wrestler, you got to be good as an interview, you know.
Yeah.
And when he was just a little boy, you know, it was like, if you know, 6, 7 years old, he used to ride his bike over to my house, and then he had watched Monday Night Nitro. And then he'd come over and do the interview on me. My exact same, talking shit to me. I said, man, come up with your own shit. Now get on your bike, ride back home. So it was in his blood from very young age. So that's probably why he's so good at it right now.
His spear already is right up there near Rhino's, in my opinion. Like, he's cutting straight through the guys with that spear.
Well, that comes from his background in football. I mean, he was a state champion in wrestling. He also, you know, got drafted by the Ravens, made it to the second to the last cut, and that was kind of it was a COVID year, so there wasn't a whole lot of on-field instruction. It was, you know, video, stuff like that, watching film. So that kind of hurt him, because he was always, you know, fast. He was really fast. I mean, you could see it in the ring today, you know. So yeah, you know, he's, you know, getting by on his own athletic ability, and then, you know, of course, he's stealing all my shit.
Did you call him out on that, stealing your stuff?
Yeah, I call him out all the time. Matter of fact, he owes me a check.
You must be super proud, though, right? Super proud, because without you and his dad, without his dad, there is no him, full stop. But without what you've done in the business, he can't be where he is today.
Oh no, I've been proud of him for a long time. You know, when he was, you know, doing amateur sports and stuff. So yeah, you know, he's doing good. We'll see what happens.
Amazing. I'm excited, and I really appreciate your time. I know a lot of people are excited to meet you, so go and enjoy the rest of the day in Manchester. It's been incredible speaking to you, man.
All right, man. Yeah, it was nice meeting you too.